sadly, gun violence did not get a break this weekend. That's what we're dealing with. There was at least 14 mass shootings from Saturday through Monday. That's hard to say out loud. Meantime, in Florida, police arrested a 10-year-old, yes, a 10-year-old, for sending a threatening text message about a school shooting. The sheriff said, quote, "Right now is not the time to act like a little delinquent. It's not funny. This child made a fake threat, and now he's experiencing real consequences." The sheriff also released the child's mugshot. We're choosing not to show his face. He is a minor. He's 10. Also in Florida, police arrested this 18-year-old after he posted a photo of a rifle, a handgun, and tactical vest online. He captioned the photo, quote, "Hey Siri, directions to the nearest school." He has been charged with a felony. Tori, I believe you have additional details in regard to the 10-year-old.
I do. The 10-year-old text message is what we actually have. So these are the quotes. It first starts with, "I scammed my friend," and then there's a picture of money. Then it says, "I bought this," and it has an image of 4 assault rifles. Again, this is the 10-year-old. And then finally, the third one says, "Get ready for Water Day." That is in reference to the school-sponsored event in which he was going to do it. He says it was fake. The sheriff's response says, "If you press a trigger, the aftermath is the same regardless of your age." I'm glad that he had a perp walk. I'm glad that he had a mugshot.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Are you crazy?
No, because if a 10-year-old can get shot in the face and have to hide from a shooter, we can see a 10-year-old that's threatening to shoot others. I am so angry with no deterrence that at least something is being done. I know you guys disagree.
I am sorry, Sam.
Please,
I'm talking over you. We had a chance to do something, and we stood outside and held the parents back. Having some kind of, photographic image to, show the people, some kind of propaganda, like we're doing something about it. We had a chance to do something about it, and the cops with their heavy assault rifles stood outside. So I think showing a picture and giving some lip service to, this is what's going to happen to you. No, we need to put in real. I don't know. At this point, I don't even know if that's going to help.
But I'm saying this is one wheel of the spoke.
And potentially ruining his life. Jeff, I want to hear from you.
I'm with Tori on this one. Listen, we are not doing anything. And I've sat up here multiple times and said, we're not doing anything, not even an orange road cone. This is an orange road cone, right? This is going to affect that child's future. He's 10 years old. If he has parents like myself, I would say, you don't post things like that. Now you're going to do the time or do whatever punishment comes your way, or if you have to go away to some sort of boarding school, whatever it is, it's something. It's one spoke in this tire that needs to be fixed. At least somebody's doing something. Maybe we prevented 2 mass shootings by these.
More.
Of course there is. But I'm saying we're doing nothing. Legislation is doing nothing. We need to, as Americans, start doing something. Even as crazy as it sounds, as a 10-year-old, if my kid was 10, it did something like this, I would want him to face some consequences.
Let me be crystal clear here. Should there be consequences? 1,000%. Should we use this child, just like we're using children to be the face, the soldiers of gun violence, should we use this child and further shame them? In my opinion, no. Does that mean that they still have to go suffer those consequences? Yes. I don't think that the rest of their lives should be ruined. Let me just tell you how many other mass shootings occurred. Over the weekend, or threats, I should say, that were thwarted. This is according to Shannon Watts. We all know her as the head of Moms Demand Action. I have my first meeting on Wednesday, by the way.
Bravo, Sandy.
So I am taking action. But there was an 18-year-old we just talked about in Florida, right, that was arrested. There was 4 teenagers in Texas that were arrested who were about to, quote unquote, carry out a threat to a school. There's also a 16-year-old in Queens who was arrested for threatening to shoot up his school. There's a list too long for me, unfortunately, to read to our viewers of how many kids were arrested over the weekend because of their threats. Now, of course, something needs to be done.
But the math is right, Sam. I sit up here and I give statistics and nobody cares. 700 mass shootings last year. Nobody cares. But do the math. That's almost double. 365 days in a year. After a week, that's about 14. That's what happened in the last week. The math is correct. It's right on.
Why do you think
so?
Kids
People are
acting out? Why do you think?
I don't know if it's social media. I don't know if it's there's no repercussions. I'm not a senator. I'm not in charge of anything like that. But start doing something. I'm glad somebody's doing something. We stopped 14 mass shootings, right? 14 people were caught over the weekend.
Yeah.
We could be talking about something completely different. But unfortunately, there were a lot of shootings in Chicago over the weekend. There was a lot of shootings that we just don't talk about unless they top the last mark.
Sad. It's really sad.